Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
The name's Nukem, Duke Nukem, and you're watching the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. I don't know why, but you are.
What's going on, nerds, and welcome to this week's episode of the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. Susie is playing the very much Where Is She game. Rob? Oh, that's right. He's kind of fatigued. He just sat through 12 and a half hours of Transformers movies, and it didn't get better for him.
Well, that explains his byline today.
Wow! Oh, boy. We're doing Transformers The Last Night, and let me just start with the Wikipedia page.
Give us the stats.
It's 150 minutes. Yuck. It released June 21st of 2017. It had a budget right around 240 million, and it finally crashed. What was the last one we did? The first Mark Wahlberg one. Is that Age of Extinction?
Yes.
That made over $1 billion. This
Mhm.
one just past 600 million. So we went
As it
just
should.
slightly down.
Granted, they still made money on it.
They still
Somehow.
made a lot of money off of it. 'Cause stuff goes boom. And you're always guaranteed a pretty girl. No,
I
nothing.
don't know how I
Okay.
feel about that statement.
I would look at what he's done. But
I mean, we got all those spinsters.
well, let's have some fun with it. Let's get into it. I didn't hate this movie. I did not hate it. It was not good at all. No sirree, Bob. It was not good, but I found myself enjoying it a little bit. You ever get to the point where this sucks so bad you're just okay, all right. I love the little girl character. She was awesome. She reminded me kind of a little of Mark Wahlberg, just younger, being a tinker, with all that. Sir Anthony Hopkins in this movie. I don't know if he was just doing this for a paycheck, but I feel like he makes this movie, along with his servant bot, who I thought
Cog.
was going to kill Mark Wahlberg's character. I would really like to choke him out now.
And at one point, he just does.
Rob, what are your thoughts on the movie? Because this was pure absurd.
Man,
And it was
The
fun.
Eternals is just good, but I think it hits a little different. No, but seriously, this is just the Eternals, isn't it?
I don't know how I feel about the fact that you keep calling this the Eternals.
Because it kind of is.
He's not
Think
wrong.
of the plot. Think of the plot.
I'm not contesting the plot. But when I will watch Eternals more times than I will watch this movie, I don't know how I feel about the comparison.
No,
No, of course, you'll watch this movie more because it has a giant three-headed cyber dragon made of ancient cyber knights.
I did think the first 5 minutes of this movie being in medieval time was dumb as shit.
You had to establish the plot somehow. I get it.
It was so dumb.
It was so this movie, I enjoyed it for how dumb it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
because this was dumb. But there are times like, hey, that kid reminds me exactly of Jade Chan from Jackie Chan Adventures.
Okay.
I
It's like
can't see
she
that.
because you're in the middle of the helo dive with the off sprays, and all of a sudden here's this girl. It's like, I don't know why I'm here. I made a bad mistake. This was not the right decision. And
I
I'm just like, oh, that's hilarious.
I can't
You're gonna
unsee that.
die.
Oh
Um,
man.
yeah, she basically is just Jade.
And she ends
Um,
up being very important to the story.
well, her robot does, and
Yeah.
how she fixed uh Bumblebee's voice box effectively.
It
So
only took 5 movies.
I liked how dumb this movie is, essentially.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, this is just the Eternals. It came out first, granted, but this is just the Eternals. You have this massive underground being trying to escape the planet, and if it does, it'll just destroy it. And you have this massive super being that's coming in and is going to destroy the planet as well. And now these ancient warriors have to band together to stop this ancient evil that they are somehow a product of.
I'm more pissed, along with what everything Rob just said, that they had to the nerve for as quick as it was to turn Optimus Prime evil. Yeah,
Nemesis Prime is a thing.
yeah, but I did not like the heel turn. It was too fast. It was like a Big Show heel turn, where it was
It
like,
was. It came out of nowhere. I did not want Nemesis Prime to come in like this. Normally Nemesis Prime is like a product of a human team creating an artificial Autobot that gets corrupted by like the Decepticons. Or Nemesis Prime sometimes is an alternate universe version of Optimus Prime, and there's a good version of Megatron. But we get Unicron-ish. We get Unicron-ish.
yeah.
And a Quintesson. Singular. Just the one.
I don't know how I feel about that. There's so many ways that they could have taken this, and they chose this.
They threw 3 essentially high-tier villains in on one movie. 4 if you count Megatron. Which I don't, because he was in there for like 5 minutes.
No, what really ticked me off about this movie was the ending and how they tried setting up another one. I'm so happy it never came out.
We have Rise of the Beasts.
Yeah, but is that a continuation from this?
No,
It is
it's
'cause-
technically a sequel to Bumblebee. It actually happens before this.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe technically in chronological order, it comes before this. Somebody's gonna Google me and double check me.
I mean, I won't be doing that.
You're totally doing that right now.
No, it's not.
I mean, if it does take place after, it makes sense because the original Beast Wars takes place after the original.
yeah.
I can't delete that webpage because we're working on something.
I just, as good as I thought certain parts of this movie happened to be, very much overshadowed with the absolute. This was too much in a movie. There is no reason why this movie needed to be well over 2 hours.
Okay. So according to Google, Rise of the Beast takes place after Bumblebee.
Oh shit.
There you
So
go.
do all the other movies.
Yeah, this takes place before the first Transformers movie with Shia LaBeouf.
I just there was too much going on to the point where if you're trying to follow along with the story, you're literally putting yourself in a maze.
It does hurt because like they threw out so many plot points in the last movie.
Yep.
You had Galvatron. You had the uh mimic auto the mimic Decepticons, and now you're coming in and hey, here's some sparkling Predacons. You know, the little tiny Dinobots.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it's like, oh, that's neat. Here's a Junkatron. Okay, you're just gonna throw a Junkatron at me, Day Trader? Like, okay, cool. Are there more of him? No. Okay, he's just gonna show up like once.
There was literally a part in this movie when Megatron is trying to get everybody out of prison. Literally was like, this is
That felt like a
Suicide
completely
Squad.
That felt like a completely different movie.
It also
Like
felt
for a
like
moment,
Suicide Squad.
yeah, it felt like I was watching a different movie for like 5 seconds. I felt like, where the frick
There's
am I
like
right now?
there's like 3 or 4 movies in this one movie.
And it sucks because I wanted this movie, I wanted them to end on some sort of a high note after the disaster that was Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron.
Age of Extinction.
I see how you got there, but
I just it pissed me off that I'm watching this for over 2 hours, and while there are parts of it where I'm like, okay, cool, not hating it, not hating it, and then they'll make a left turn out of freaking nowhere with oh god, not Anthony Hopkins, the chick on This Is For You. You could only do this. And then Mark Wahlberg pulls a sword out of nowhere, and that's where you get the last night. Holy MacGuffins, Batman.
It felt like 3 movies in one.
Yeah, it's
And we had 3 villains in this one movie. We had Nemesis Prime, we had Megatron, we had Unicron, and we had Quintessa.
there's too much. Very, very. Yeah. I won't go out looking to watch this. If it's on while I'm doing something, cool. But there is so much wrong with this movie. I feel like the only thing good's in this movie, and I've said this throughout the whole review process of us doing Transformers. The Transformers look cool. The fights look cool. And a couple of the characters are somewhat interesting. That's it. Like the girl from Jackie Chan Adventures. I liked her. I liked her a lot. She had a lot of charisma, and it was very much the balls on the wall, like standing up to Megatron. I was like, yo, we about to see a child die.
She's walking down Megatron. MG. He could turn into a tank. You are 90 pounds of gonna die.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm hoping Rise of the Beasts is better.
um
Oh god, here it is. This is where you say no, it's the worst one.
no, I will not say it's the worst one. Um Pretty sure Rob and I are gonna have a difference of opinion in the next movie.
I expect so.
Okay. So, where does this rank for you guys? And unfortunately, this is going to be a relatively shorter episode because I don't have a lot to it because there are a couple good things loaded with a diaper full of shit.
No.
going up your child's back, right?
I would rather deal with a diaper full of shit than this movie.
Damn. Wow. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Rob?
All right, so I think this is going to be my least favorite.
hey, Bumblebee's out of the basement. Yeah.
Poor
Yeah.
Bumblebee.
I mean, it didn't hold me like the others did. It just had moments of anchor awesome, and the rest of it is like, why am I here?
Hmm.
And it's for me, this was, I mean, you got substance with your style, you got style with your substance. This entire movie felt like the substance was the style. And not for nothing, but they did Hot Rod dirty.
100%.
They turned him, and nothing against the French, but Hot Rod has always been that like an American hot rod. How are you gonna make that French?
Oui. Sorry. I feel bad for that. Mobby. Yeah, I don't see us touching this. I am very excited for what's after Transformers,
Which is,
The Greatest Showman.
mm,
And we might have an appearance from a nerd that hasn't been on in a very long time. Not gonna say who it is, just in case it doesn't happen. I'm very excited. So
No.
I know how we do this, and then I always put and more. Are we looking forward to the Fantastic Four movie at all?
I am. I get burned every time, but I am.
I am because of the cast. I'm actually interested in this cast.
There you go. I mean, even the early 2000s, the cast was pretty good. The movie still sucked though. So happy he turned into Captain America. Which it also took me a very while to realize that that was Chris Evans.
That's concerning. The whipped cream didn't give it away.
What whipped cream?
I'm just gonna let you ruminate on that one.
We were talking about the Human Torch, right?
Yeah?
What the hell did he do with whipped cream?
You he was basically bathed in it at one point.
In the movie?
Yeah,
In the Fantastic Four movie?
yeah.
I don't remember.
Remember,
That.
he was testing his fire powers, and then he's like, "Dude, you're going too hot." And then they filled his like titanium chamber with whipped cream. It was supposed to be fire foam, but
That's what I thought it was.
It was supposed to be fire foam, but it was whipped cream.
yeah.
Gotcha. You threw me off a little bit. Thanks. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. I wouldn't be here doing my job if I didn't.
Yeah, you've just been driving me crazy for years.
Okay, so for further reading, uh, there I have looked it up now. Um, if you want to get into Transformers and what we've been saying about the movies really put you off to it, I cannot recommend more the Unicron trilogy. That's Transformers Armada, Energon, and Cybertron. Those three are part of the same trilogy, about 50 episodes each. They are the best way, in my opinion, to watch Transformers because it covers everything. And it looks good doing it.
I can't believe I
There
just noticed that. Continue, Rob. Sorry.
there is a new one out called the Prime Wars trilogy. It's still technically going, but I mean, it can be a bit hard to digest. because there's like 7 different series you have to watch on it. Whereas the Unicron trilogy, you only have to watch 3.
So Ryan, who you guys will see tomorrow on the Last of Us Season 2, Episode 2 spoiler warning show, which does come out at noon, so be on the lookout for that. He said, I'm guessing this is about Chris Evans' character. I was thinking of his character from Not Another Teen Movie with the whipped cream Speedo.
Oh,
There was that too.
That's a
why
thing.
would you do that? Why would you do that?
That's a thing.
And he also says Isabella, the girl from the Last Night. Susie, you're gonna want to hear this. Is Dina in The Last of Us?
Ryan, stop it.
Wow. Everything just comes together.
It's a full circle.
Yeah, no kidding. Holy cow. You guys got any other nerdy news to talk about outside of Yeah, I got nothing.
I've been playing so much Oblivion.
The remaster?
Yeah,
How many hours? It's only been a couple days, so it can't be that much.
12. It's been out for 3 days.
Hold on. Hold on a second.
Are you texting Ethan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be a large number. Let's hopefully he answers you back soon.
I am so glad I got the pack in that they packed in Frostcrag Spire, so I don't have to grind out the Mages Guild quests anymore.
Let's put it this way. I came home yesterday and was surprised to see him playing at the table, and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm playing on Oblivion. I'm like, oh, what?
So, when it comes to a brand new game, in a span of a week, what is the most hours that you've put into it, and what game was it?
All right. Dark Souls 1.
How many hours?
Almost 80.
Holy shit!
Dark Souls 3, I think, came in just under that.
You literally did 3.5 days.
It
Of
became
gaming.
it became my life for that span of time, and guess what? I beat it. So it's the 3 Dark Souls games. They were the closest, and then the ones after that is Total War Warhammer 2.
I need to know how many hours Ethan has into Oblivion. Can you ask him for me?
And
send it
survey
back?
says? Oh,
I don't know, I'll tell
thought
you better in a second.
I thought we were getting it now. I'm trying to think. My brain immediately goes to one of the old Call of Duties. But my brain also goes to Batman.
I'm pretty sure you put more hours into Batman than you have into Call of Duty.
Yeah, but no, it's just after the first week of release.
So first week of release, I think there's only a handful of games that I've put a lot of hours into, but I think the only one that beats everything else is Jurassic World Evolution.
How many?
I think I was going on to 60 hours, and I had almost 3 fully working perks by the end of the first week.
Damn.
I don't have a life, Susie. You do.
Realize when Jurassic Evolution came out, though.
Yeah?
I didn't have much of a life. I went to work and I went home. Now I go to work, I come home, I take care of my dog, I take care of my kid, I clean my house.
And you take care of your husband.
Eh,
Granted,
depends.
you've gotten him potty trained, so
Yeah, you don't have to worry
Oh.
about the pee pads anymore. You just imagine seeing Rusty as like, that's my bit. What are you doing?
Oh my
Daddy,
god.
no!
Out of nowhere, Will starts peeing on Kendall's shoes.
Yeah, that's just what we need.
All right.
That got
That
awkward.
was my news.
So yeah, Last of Us tomorrow, episode 2. Spoiler warning. We cover everything that happens. Sunday, we got 2 episodes coming out. Nice, right? The Wrestling with Nerds show about midday, live streamed. And then that night, we're going to continue with The Last of Us as their episode 3 comes out, which our show would air right around 11. And that will also be live streamed as well. We got a lot of stuff going on, Rob. Do you at least have HBO Max?
No.
You need to get it from somebody. So I have mine capped out.
I got you covered.
You gotta watch The Last of Us TV series. You need to join us late on Sunday nights.
It only sort of interests me. I mean, I never got through The Walking Dead season 1.
It's Susie.
Mm.
Help me explain to how much this is better than The Walking Dead.
It is much, much better than The Walking Dead.
You actually
Like, there's so much more story, action, and character development in this than there is in The Walking Dead.
do it. Do it. You're a Star Wars fan. How? If I had Ian McKellen's Ian McKellen? No, Ian McDonald.
Ewan McGregor?
No, the Palpatine. The guy who plays Palpatine. I think it's Ian McDonald.
It's Ian
Or-
McDonald.
McDermott.
Dermot.
Do it.
Oh, right. Star Wars is a thing. I need to watch Andor season 2.
That comes out the 22nd. 2 days ago, the first episode.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Slacking over there.
Yes. I technically need to finish the first season, but
Semantics.
I'm more excited for Ahsoka. Speaking of Star Wars, Mando and Grogu getting a movie coming out May 2026.
They deserve
Yes.
it.
I'm so excited.
I just can't hide
You did your
it. I
house.
hit it better.
AJ looked like he had a stroke there for a second. Fine, Ryan, just for you. Do the roar.
Do the roar.
No, wait.
It makes me want
Do
to
the roar.
watch Shrek. That's the second or third one.
Third?
Third? Is it the third? Do the roar. Alright, everybody. We're just rambling right now. You guys take care. We'll see you guys Sunday for our live streams. Tomorrow for The Last of Us Episode 2. Peace out. Take care. See you later. Bye!
I must kill Mankar Cameron.
What about Kurt Cameron?
Mankar Cameron, he's the main bad guy of Oblivion.
Alright. Yeah, well. Don't die.